It's like I had the good first entry, got chicken out, but the second entry was when it really starts to work. And that would be like this. That first support buyback isn't going to be the fast trade. It's going to be where you get good, good stock. And then that add through that break level is when it should have, a big bullish engulfing day where you want to see like, something like this kind of action through that level. We always want this kind of action, just like we have with SMCI today, but that's, more luck than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. I was trading SMCL, which follows SMCI, and it did the same thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was frustrating, but I was in it for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So it still ended up being profitable. The other one I was watching has been NTR, kind of same thing, earning soon, kind of just waiting. It's kind of got a nice little wedge pattern going, more short term. But yeah, those were the two names I've been trying to watch recently, hoping they set up.
Definitely see the wedge here again. It's getting just tighter and tighter. Exactly what I look for. Very similar to that Cisco, very tight wedge. Yeah. So that's my, again, as we have this new group, I'll be leaning more into, what I do from a trading standpoint. And my overall emphasis is just less is more. Come into the week with your handful of top ideas and focus on execute on those and letting those winners work themselves out. So for like SMCI, stop is below 50, prior low a day right now. We'll see how it gets up to this, if it gets up to this 63 area. But just finding those, bigger meatball trades, trying to take advantage of the meat of the move, and less is more, slowing it down and keeping it simple.
Hey, Ben,
yes.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
So, all right, like this SMCI that you're in, all right, and it took off 10%.
Mm-hmm.
Do you take off like say like 2-to-1 profits just to like make it risk free, and then maybe move your stop later, or are you kind of like waiting if the emphasis is waiting on the meat of the move, taking profits a little bit later, a little bit of profits later?
So one thing that, again, what I've always done is I focus on pretty much one entry and one exit, and I emphasize more on the prior low a day, moving to low a day, and then trailing for the most part. But the problem with that, and again, trading is a continuous process of the good and the bad. What I've noticed with a lot of my trades recently, in the last 6 months or so, is with that I'm giving too many working ideas back to break even. So what I'm starting to focus more on is taking off 10% at 2-to-1. 10% 3-to-1, 10% 4-to-1, 10% 5-to-1, and then keeping the rest for the meat of the move. And that's just looking back at a lot of my trades over the past year. The easy kind of quick swing trades are usually within that like 5% gain range, where it could be a nothing trade, it could be an okay one, or it could be a failing trade. And once it kind of gets above that 5% area, then you kind of you have that better trade on your hands, and you want to hold it. So, but again, we don't know in the moment, this is going to be this is going to be hood that goes up 100%, or this is going to be, apple that goes 2%. We don't know. So it's, and what I haven't really done much in the past was having those limit orders out, because I never want to cap the upside. But I'm willing to give away 10% at 2-to-1 and 10% at 3-to-1. It's not a big, it's not going to be a big deal versus giving the whole trade back, like some of these lessons